Good afternoon and welcome to sunny Sunapee, New Hampshire, where today the host Sunapee Lakers, 11 and 2, take on the visitors from Woodsville, the 12-1 and 1 Engineers. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your host, Brent Koval, and joining me today here at the production table is Chad Fillion. Thank you for tuning in for today's matchup and for being here early for our White Mountains Community College pregame show. Well, Chad, what do you think about this afternoon?
You know, let's get all the technical difficulties out of the way early because we got two amazing games lined up for you here today. Sunapee coming in hot, ready to take down Woodsville for a second time. Woodsville lost at home early in the season, and if I'm not mistaken, that's Woodsville's only loss this year. Is
That's
that correct?
correct, Chad.
Oh my God! So Woodsville is angry. They're hot. They're ready. But Sunapee on their home court. Today's senior day. There was a cancellation on a game earlier, so they got a bunch of all the festivities and the banners and the balloons everywhere. So Sunapee, they want to win, and I tell you, beautiful sky. It's like 40 degrees, a little breezy, but what a day for soccer.
Yeah, it's great down here. A little bit longer than I thought for the commute, but hey, we're
All.
here.
You know, this one of the drawbacks of taking on some of those southern games that we want to do in our expanded coverage. This time of year, it's beautiful. You got that beautiful,
Absolutely.
the fire on the trees, but come another few months when it's snow and we're trying to get into Pinkerton for a basketball game, we're going to be second guessing ourselves. But, you know, we're here for the communities. We're here for the teams, the players, the coaches, and the families. And I couldn't be happier to be able to bring this game today with the team and the crew that we have. Brent, leading things off, running the show from the host stand.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here. Matt had a little bit of a late delay. He's going to be traveling a little later. He may be taking a back seat and giving you the torch for the whole day today. So
Hey,
hopefully you're up for it.
oh, I'm up for it. We'll roll with it.
I know. It's going to be a good game. We got Sarah Lang and her Woodsville Engineers here ready to take on the Lakers. We got Coach Miles Cooney ready to take those Woodsville Engineers down a second time. And we got some playoff positioning on the line here. What are we talking about with that?
Yeah, Chad. It's looking like, Woodsville's 12-1 and 1. Sunapee is right behind them at 11 and 2. Obviously, if Sunapee can pull away with the win today, that's going to bump them up to 12 and 2 and put Woodsville back to 12 and 2.
Oh man! And then if Sunapee does take that win because they beat Woodsville twice, that's probably going to get them the preferred seating.
Absolutely, that'll bump them up in the standings, no doubt.
It's a little early for looking at the brackets, but that would probably disqualify Woodsville for a home field advantage, correct?
Well, no, they're sitting 3 and 4 right now.
Okay.
With Sunapee being the fourth, so they could still squeak in a top 4 finish. They have 2 games remaining, Sunapee and another. They play at Colebrook on Saturday, so
Nice.
Saturday being the last day of the regular season, and then playoffs begin Monday.
That's right. Now, as I said, it is senior day down here in Sunapee, so let's take a look at the field, get a little field natural audio on what's going on out there for those Lakers as they get a little bit of their senior presentations down on the field. Sure exactly what the plan or presentation is going to be, but I know that they were planning with some balloons and parents were here a long time early on, trying to make sure that everything was looking good for everybody. Folks at home, you're going to hear all that wind. We got wind screens on the mics and trying to do what we can, but you're going to hear a lot of that background chatter. That's a little bit unavoidable, unfortunately, but
Yeah, folks, right now you're watching the White Mountains Community College pregame show. Locations in Berlin, Littleton, and North Conway. White Mountains Community College provides quality education in your backyard. Visit them online at wmcc.edu. Your adventure awaits. Calling out the Sunapee seniors.
yeah, that's Elizabeth Shuden that they're calling out. It looks like family members are coming in there. You know, it's great to see these parents come out, like I said, support these players with what could potentially be their last varsity appearance. If they're not playing a winter or a spring sport, this is the end of their high school career. So this could be a very emotional day. So it's great to see all these players with their family members out here and getting their credit for all the time they put in.
Yeah, what a crowd we have here,
Oh, it's
Chad.
huge. It's huge. I don't recall exactly. One of the parents was talking to me. I guess there was a canceled game against Newmarket that was postponed, or they were supposed to do a senior day then. I guess they just left everything up, and they're going to replay the game Friday, but they just left a bunch of the stuff up here. So my take is there's probably a lot of water on the ground in the last
I would
week or
imagine so, yeah.
Yeah. So
Senior, number 8, Brent Smith.
calling out Bryn Smith there, number 8 senior.
It's like Sunapee has 5 seniors.
Yeah, I'm going down through the line what I have on my roster. Elizabeth Shuden, Bryn Smith, Miranda Anderson, Bree Hulock, and Kayla Baker.
Yep. Good, strong senior leadership, 5 of them.
Yep. And their captain, Izzy Correa, she's actually a junior. So they still got quite a roster deep of juniors that are helping them in the years to come. So a lot of team building, as we've talked about with some of the other teams that we've seen with deep rosters through the lineup from different grade groups.
Sure. Miranda Anderson.
Number 24, she's a back.
Yeah, it definitely looks like the senior leadership starts in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
4 out of the 5 being defenders.
They're lugging around a bunch of posters and swag bags and goodies and gifts. Hopefully there's a bunch of candy in there to keep them all active through the game. Maybe some leggings and sweatshirts with this weather we've got.
Yeah.
Mom out there with mittens and hat and scarf.
Two more seniors to recognize.
Yeah. Normally we'd be in commercial break, but this is a little more important to us. We will make sure that we give our advertisers their credit and their due. A special thank you to all our advertisers that help make this possible. Bree Hulock with an armful of goodies. Kind of wonder what they might be thinking if this is their last appearance. If it kind of a little bit of a melancholy moment as they're taking the fields for the last time here.
Sure, absolutely. As we both know, they'll get a home playoff game, but that's really a new season. This is really their last regular season game ever.
Yep.
So it certainly comes with some emotion.
Absolutely. They do play Newmarket on the 21st.
On Friday, right?
Yeah, and I think that was the game that they were talking about that was postponed and rescheduled. And that's what confused me a little bit.
Number 11,
Calla Baker being called out to the family. In speaking with the parent prior to the game, they said that the Newmarket game was canceled. And I was like, that's coming up Friday. So maybe I misheard them, what they were saying. But maybe they meant that they were going to do the senior thing, but they canceled it for the game. Like I said, there's a couple of ways that could have played out. But
sure.
Regardless of what that was said, they are doing the senior celebrations here. And I'm assuming they'll do the boys before the boys game as well. Yeah. Actually, halftime during the boys game, AD Tom Fredericks is going to join us, talk a little bit about Sunapee athletics and where they're going with the years. And I got a chance to look around inside at all the plaques on the wall. They got a nice little trophy wall going along that inside corridor. So it'd be nice to hear from AD Tom and see what he's got to bring to the table for Sunapee sports. And
yeah, Tom's been the baseball coach here for years.
Yeah, he was talking about that. We were talking about those road travels and if Sunapee can get the win and not go all the way up to, say, a Colebrook or
Pittsburgh,
they would really enjoy that home field advantage. So it looks like that's probably going to wind down. We'll probably take maybe a shortened break. Where are we at? We're actually close to game time, so we should probably roll into starters and keep it live on the field, I think. We'll catch up on announcers halfway through. So
Again, the pregame show was brought to you by White Mountains Community College. We thank them for all the additional support they give us. Today's starters, our starting lineup today is brought to you by George M. Stevens & Son, offering home, auto, life, commercial insurance throughout the North Country. Visit them at their locations in Littleton, Colebrook, Lancaster, and Lisbon, or check them out online at gms-ins.com. Again, gms-ins.com. Chad, we're going to go right into the starters, and you have the home team, Sunapee.
Right. Leading off, you got senior Bryn Smith, our forward. We got junior Sophie Burke, as a forward. Senior Elizabeth Shuden, midfield. Junior Amelia Slack, a midfield. Number 2, Claire Tui, midfield. And then junior number 15, Izzy Correa. She's our captain. And then in the backfield, we got Miranda Henderson, Bree Hulock, Kayla Baker, number 14, freshman Chloe Leslie, and our keeper tonight for the Sunapee Lakers is Annalise Rowell.
All right, Chad. For the Woodsville Engineers and Coach Sarah Lang in her first season, number 28, Eliza Booton, number 7, Abigail Crocker, number 14, Katie Houston, number 15, Dorothy Roy, number 18, Jane Roy, number 10, Peyton Rutherford, number 29, Paige Smith. You're going to hear her name a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Number 36, Courtney Taylor. In the goal is number 19, Eliza Wagstaff. Number 4, Michaela Walker. Again, another name you're going to hear a lot. And number 27, Brianna Youngman, to close out the starting lineup for the Woodsville Engineers.
Excellent. And keeping our producer Adam Noyes on his toes, because usually we start with the visitors, and our system's all queued up to go with visitors, but we got a little behind the 8 ball. Excited about senior day, so giving Sunapee their first call out. So hopefully he caught our mistake and kept on his toes. So sure, the joke around the studio is we can always fix it in post, right?
That's right.
But a shout out to all of our staff here. We got Mayday Tromazon and Keegan Fillion on our cameras. And we got Brent Colville, who's doing all our play-by-play and hosting. Myself, Jad Fillion, executive director behind the headset and your center camera, as well as stats. And Adam Noyes in our director's chair. No name on the back of the chair yet. He's still sitting on cases because that's how we go around here. But so we're going off to kickoff. That's going to kick me into the backcourt and allow Brent to take over. So, Brent,
Sure.
First play-by-play game, leading the helm here for Flume Stream Entertainment Network.
All right, here we go. The officials have taken the field. We are almost ready to hear our first whistle. Again, we keep a clock for your on the camera for you, but the official time is kept on field by the officials. And here we go. We begin. Sunapee has the ball, looking for number 22, Sophie Bork. Here's Houston for Woodsville. Houston's battling down there with number 19, Elizabeth Shooten. Here we go with our first throw-in of the day for Woodsville throw-in.
Interesting to see Sunapee with the yellow. I was kind of anticipating them in the green. I don't know if that was a decision because they're playing Woodsville is also a green.
Oh, that's a good point, Chad. You could be right.
Senior day. I was surprised to see him. I know Adam and I were discussing which green should we use for the two teams because they both usually are the same color green in our lineup and our stuff.
So we have a handball on Sunapee. Number 36 for Woodsville, Courtney Taylor, is going to take this free kick from just over half field. Looking for Smith in the middle there. Paige Smith battling. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here in the first half. Ball's been in the middle of the field for the most part here in the first couple minutes. Looks like Dorothy Roy down in the corner trying to make a cross. The Sunapee defense not yet able to clear the ball. Looks like we'll have a Woodsville throw on the far side. Can't see her number 7 for Woodsville, Sienna Reagan. Number 7, Abigail Crocker. Again, Abigail's going to make this throw in. Looking for Brianna Youngman up front for Woodsville. Michaela Walker over there battling for the ball was along with Smith and Courtney Taylor. Michaela Walker with the ball. Looking for Paige Smith. Looking for Houston up front. And here's Michaela. Ooh, and we have a push just outside the box, I believe.
On Sunapee.
Push on Sunapee. We're going to have a direct kick from Woodsville from roughly 20 yards out.
Now, Brent, we've had a chance to see a couple different fields. Would you say that this pitch is about the average that we've seen for the width? Or are you thinking this is a little wider?
I think it's a little wider. I also think it's a little longer. Shot lifted up over the bar by number 36, Courtney Taylor. Goal kick for the Sunapee Lakers. The goalkeeper, Annalise Roll. Oh, trip on Houston. She tripped number 22, Sophie Bork. Number 10 for Sunapee going to take this kick, Bree Hulock. She's trying to direct her players. Ball skips across. Woodsville clears it down and out of play. Sunapee throw in.
That's quite a sideline of fans that are over there.
Quite a lot of people here today. It's great to see, you know, for a midweek matchup of a northern and a southern team.
Yeah.
Paige Smith looking up top. Here comes the keeper, Annalise Roll, making her second touch of the afternoon. We're a little shorthanded today. We'll try to keep up on stats and corners and all that stuff for you folks watching at home. Another free kick here for Sunapee out of the backfield. Bree Hulock lining up to take this kick for Sunapee. Looks to go down the left wing. Woodsville's able to clear it back to the half field.
Little collision there.
And a trip on number 15, Dorothy Roy. Sunapee kick coming in. And it looks like number 19, Elizabeth Shooten, is going to take this kick. Looking up front for number 8, Bryn Smith. Bryn Smith's going right at the goalkeeper.
Oh.
And it's saved out of bounds. Ball got up in the wind there, Chad, and that's a tough save to make, but she was able to do it.
You know, and those are the ones that could be a factor here later on. You get some of those deep kicks. I know that we saw quite a few deep kicks with Sunapee against Epping for the boys, and if the two teams play the same way, you're going to see some deep play from the Sunapee Lakers.
Sunapee had their first corner that went immediately out of bounds, and now we have a goal kick for Woodsville, excuse me. Sunapee trying to push the ball down the left wing. Ball's in and out of play for a goal kick for Woodsville.
You know, I noticed early on when we were setting up, they've got nets to keep the ball from going down over the embankment there. It's a little hard to see on the screen, but they are there, so they're going to bounce off that. I guess it's better than chasing them into the
Sure,
woods.
I'm going to say I'm sure that saves a lot of time.
Yep.
Woodsville goal kick out of the backfield to the wing, over to Michaela Walker. Michaela Walker shielding the ball with number 4. With number 4, Amelia Slack on her. Sunapee throw up to Brianna Youngman, 27 for the Engineers. Out of play, number 28 from Woodsville. Oh, Eliza Boot. Another throw in deep in the corner for Sunapee. Let's see if they've got a girl that can make those big long throws.
Yeah, they got to start to capitalize on some of these. Ooh, that was a interesting play to drop it down low.
Yeah, Elizabeth Shuden seems to be the girl Sunapee's looking for most of all here. Out of play off of her. Woodsville throw. Looking for Houston. Sunapee triple team there, and we're able to come up with the ball. Number 15 there, Izzy Correa, the captain of the Sunapee Lakers.
Nice block.
Woodsville's nice hit there. What a great shot.
Beautiful. That 15, was that what
Yeah,
that
that's
was?
a great
Izzy
shot
Correa?
from Izzy Correa, the captain, way out deep. She's probably 35 yards out and hit that hard.
And good read on Wagstaff to see that, she's pegging from that tight corner. Wagstaff wasn't positioned, but
Sure, Wagstaff was all over that. Good.
made the run over to get it. We'd hope to see the Engineers with a doubleheader on Monday, but the rain just didn't happen. Didn't help us.
Yeah, no, the rain the last 4 or 5 days was certainly a little depressing.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a good play there. Both girls went at the ball hard. No whistle. Here goes number 8, Bryn Smith.
Nice cross. A good clear by Woodsville.
Here's shooting, taking a shot, goes in the little left.
Got a feeling that Shuden and her brother, I believe it was Matt? Oh, I can't remember her name, but the two of them, very athletic out here on the field. You got to imagine that they're taking those camps together growing up and
Sure,
playing in the backyard.
Very athletic mom and dad, probably.
Yep.
That's where it all starts.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla Walker up on the right wing. Again, battling with number 8 of Sunapee, Bryn Smith. Walker's got the ball at her feet again. Picked off by a Sunapee defender.
A lot of midfield play with this. Not seeing either one capitalizing in that zone.
Yeah, no, they're kind of feeling each other out still. We're almost 10 minutes into this matchup. Ball played down the wing. Line number 22, Sophie Bork. Across the middle. What a great cross there.
Was that 2? Number 2, I think, was that?
Yeah, that was number 2.
Claire Toohey, yeah.
Claire Toohey looking for that Sunapee forward up front. I can't quite see her number over there.
Yeah, number 2 is what I have here for Toohey.
Good ball out of the backfield for Sunapee. Again, Sophie Bork puts the ball down into the corner for Bryn Smith. Bryn's trying to get it across. The battle. Good step up there by the Woodsville defender. Number 10, Peyton Rutherford. Dorothy Roy with the ball on the far side. Going to play it down the right wing. Looking for Brianna Youngman. Youngman still with the ball. Coming down the right wing. Looking to cross it over to the middle. Broken up by the Sunapee defense again there. Good job by the Sunapee defense. Kayla Walker trying to battle over there. Sunapee throw-in on the far side. Out of bounds off number 7, Abigail Crocker of Woodsville. Sunapee long throw down the wing there. Woodsville just gets it out of play. Sunapee will have the ball with another throw-in. Okay, the first 10 to 12 minutes, Sunapee's dominated control of the ball. A couple good scoring opportunities, and there's another one there. Another save by Eliza Wagstaff. Here she is with the big left foot kick. Looking for Dorothy Roy. Stolen by number 15, Izzy Correa. Here comes Elizabeth Shuden. Another long shot, nice hit. Another great save by Wagstaff. I think the name of the game here is to put the ball on the net. Chad.
Yeah.
It looks like they're getting, they're shooting 25, 30-yard shots here, and they're hitting them hard.
They are, and they're pretty square. It's not like they're just booting it to get it into the zone. They're shots on net, not just errant kicks into the zone. They're actually,
Coach Cooney might be thinking about that wind, and putting the ball up in the air and see what happens.
well, and, it's a really good point to bring out. And we saw quite a bit of that weather playing a factor with some of the other games that we've seen.
Sure.
No different here.
Houston up the ball to Dorothy Roy. Back to Courtney Taylor. Here comes Paige Roy, number 29. Paige Smith, excuse me. Lots of Smiths and lots of Roys here. Ooh, number 8, Bryn Smith picks it off for Sunapee over to number 2. Claire Tui. Out front, another save by Wagstaff.
That's huge.
Now, Sunapee is definitely taking control of time of possession here. So far, they're getting a lot of shots on net.
Yep. Right now, I got 7 on net right now. 3 with Shooten, 2 with Bryn Smith. A few others sprinkled across. They're spreading it across.
Certainly, yeah. They know what they want to do, Sunapee. Woodsville's got to figure out how to break up that attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like what you said earlier. I mean, no team is really dominating or taking precedent, but the time of possession is definitely in Sunapee's favor right now.
Sure. Again, another throw down the wing. Woodsville was able to clear it out. It's like the ball, finally it goes out of bounds. Sunapee throw.
Yeah.
14 minutes into this first half. Another Sunapee throw just over midfield. Again, they're looking to play the ball down into that wing. Looks like number 8, Bryn Smith, making the throw. I mean, looking for Bryn Smith. Here she comes. And Wagstaff out.
Coming way out on that.
Clean that up.
Yep.
Very well done
any
by
of that.
Wagstaff.
Another factor that we didn't really even discuss yet is that sun on Wagstaff in that net on that side. It's right in her face.
That is a great point, Sean.
I mean, it's low in the sky. You got the cloud cover that's making it, intermittent glare. It's almost like if it's constant, you can adjust. But with the clouds, it's shadowed. It's not. And you got to be thinking that could be a factor. But she's not fazed by it, which is just a testament to her ability.
Absolutely. I mean, she's certainly being attacked. And she's been up to every challenge so far. Goal kick for Woodsville. Out of the back. Bryn Smith for Sunapee. Putting on a left foot just over the bar.
Tallying up 4 for Bryn Smith at this point. Really making a play for it.
I'm trying to keep stats along with you, Chad, here.
Yeah, I know normally when Matt's doing play-by-play, you're keeping numbers, and then we confer just to make sure that we got kind of like a check and balance. It's a little hard. We got this, though.
We got it.
We've done this enough. Not our first rodeo, right?
That's right.
Our first rodeo together, though.
Yes, it is, yeah. Here goes Brianna Youngman. Sunapee defender number 24. Miranda Anderson, one of the seniors. Nice play.
Intercepted cross. Sent right back over to Sunapee. Again, in their end. Maintaining that time of possession.
Another throw in here for Woodsville. Here we have Katie Houston. Looking for Brianna Youngman down the wing. Sunapee put it out of bounds. Katie Houston will have another throw. Again, looking for Youngman down in the corner. And again, a Woodsville throw. Slowly but surely grabbing some field position.
Yep.
Ooh, ball into the middle of the net. Dorothy Roy unable to keep that ball at her feet. Kayla Walker running. Looking for 36.
Not really sure what the play was on that. It might have been an errant or miss pass, miss kick. It went way over the opposite side with no Woodsville player over there.
Yeah.
Maybe a mispositioning or.
Youngman trying to get it. Oh.
Heavy collision.
Oh, here we
there.
go. Houston walking in.
Oh, but they got a whistle.
A very, very late whistle. Ooh. A very late whistle by the official on the far side over there. Not sure if he called a play on there, but the ball immediately went to Woodsville and there was no whistle. But anyway, here we go. The Sunapee kick coming out of the backfield.
The player went down, but she popped right back up.
Sure, and there was no whistle, I think, immediately.
Yeah. You know, we're focusing on a few different things. The ref may have saw something that
That's right.
we appreciate all the work the refs do to get the games underway. I know that it's a tough job out there. You've sat in that position a few times.
A few times, yeah. Yeah, it's not an easy job, and nobody likes what you call ever.
Yeah, you can never win.
It's always 50-50, I tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Thrown by Sunapee down the wing to number 9, Hannah LaFlemme, checking into the game. Going to be a Woodsville throw just over half field. Looks like we have a Woodsville sub. Someone checking in for number 29, Paige Smith. Couldn't quite see her number.
Yeah, that white with the glare of the sun, it's hard to see on the opposite side of the field.
Here's Youngman going down with the ball into the right corner for the Engineers. Ball still alive down there. Sunapee defenders trying to shield Youngman. Kind of a stalemate right now. Ball goes out of bounds, and we have a goal kick for Sunapee. Again, unofficially, we are about 19 minutes into this game. First half of the first half is coming to an end. Keeper for Sunapee doing all the goal kicks today, Annalise Roll. And a well-placed kick. Over to Sophie Bork. Lifting up. Peyton Rutherford in the back of the defense for Woodsville has been very active and all over the field today so far. Throw in by Sunapee. Out of bounds.
Ball boy taking one off the hip.
Ball boy taking one for the team.
Good for him. He's got a smile.
Delia Leslie looking to throw.
A lot of times those the ball players on the side of the field are the little brothers and sisters of the players on the field. So
Sunapee with their second corner kick. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
you know that they like it when they get a little attention too.
Sure, he got to be part of the game for a second.
Certainly.
Looks like is that number 9 or 8? Number 8.
I got 8, yep.
Bryn Smith taking the corner, puts it right into the middle of the goal mouth and bounce through. Nobody there for Sunapee to collect that.
That's too bad. That could have been a great opportunity.
Well-placed corner kick.
Yep. Unfortunately, Sunapee Lakers couldn't complete the entire play to get that on net.
Throw out of the backfield for Woodsville by number 7, Abigail Crocker. Looking for Courtney Taylor in the middle of the field. Little handsy there by the Sunapee defender. We'll have a kick coming out of the backfield for the Engineers, excuse me. I assume Courtney Taylor is the daughter of A.D. Lori Taylor.
Well, perhaps, yeah.
And Coach Taylor from the boys team.
Yeah, he's actually behind us. We could ask.
Another push. We have a kick, probably 30 yards out in front of the Sunapee net. Courtney Taylor is going to take this kick. She's looking at the whole goal mouth wide open. She just chips it over the wall And just a little bit out of reach of the Woodsville offense running onto that. Well-designed play there. Annalise roll up to the task again. I've unofficially only got 3 shots on her. Sunapee transitioned well down the field. Now they're back on offense with Shuden. With the ball back at Shuden's feet. Looking to make a square pass through there, but Katie Houston was able to clean that up. Again, back to Shuden, number 19. Looking down in the corner. And that is going to go out of play for a goal kick.
Looking to make something happen with Delilah Leslie, but unfortunately just off of the pass and then out of bounds.
Again, Peyton Rutherford all over the field there for the back of that Woodsville defense. And she will take the goal kick. Looking for number 2 up front there, and I'm not going to get your name wrong, Kate. It is Kate Vasconcelos.
Nice.
I've heard numerous times announcers have not pronounced your name right, so I'll say it again for you, Kate. Kate Vasconcelos. Shot far left, wide of the net.
We spent the entire Epping Sunapee game for the boys calling Elizabeth Shuden's brother Shunden with an extra N in the middle. And I heard today from David, the manager of the Sunapee, he pronounced it. I was like, uh-oh. He kind of smiled and laughed. He's like, yeah, you're not the first one that mispronounces. So, but we try hard to get them right.
Shuden is the...
That's correct.
That's right.
Shuden.
Yep.
And Burke and Tui are the other ones that I would have pronounced it Bork, as in Ray Bork, but he pronounced it Burke. Burke, yep. And
I
then,
think I've said Sophie Bork a couple times, so
Yep.
I'm going to change
yeah,
that.
and then Claire Tui is how he pronounced that as well for Sunapee Lakers.
Tui.
Another save by the Wagstaff there off that corner, popping out and scooping it up like nothing.
Third corner of the afternoon for Sunapee. Sunapee's got the bulk of the shots, the bulk of the action down here. Woodsville's so far so good, staying strong on defense, and Wagstaff is keeping them in the game.
She's the
for sure.
pillar, absolutely. Without her strength in net right there, this would be a very different first half.
Sure, Wagstaff and Rutherford, who's directly in front of her, playing, I would assume, the sweeper position.
Yeah.
Looks like they kind of play a flat back with another defender. Not sure if they're in the diamond for defense or to Youngman going back to Houston. Houston making a run down the left wing here. Defended by number 6 of Sunapee, Delia Leslie. Is that Delia?
Yeah, Delia Leslie.
Just want to make sure I got your names correct. For the Woodsville defender, number 28, Eliza Booton. Delia Leslie making the throw in there. Looking for number 8, Bryn Smith. Ball punched back down into the, and here comes Youngman onto the ball. Youngman picks the ball up, looks to cross the ball. Sunapee able to break it up, and here comes Youngman walking through. Again pushes the ball back into the middle, and again cleared by the Sunapee defense.
Sunapee D is doing a great job keeping it out of that zone. There hasn't really been a single play yet that is an opportunity that they can capitalize to.
No, you're right. And here comes the keeper, Annalise Roll, coming out of the net to make that save.
I believe that was Courtney Taylor with that shot.
Yes, it was. 36, Courtney Taylor making another shot. And again, she was from 30 or 40 yards out there. Katie Houston with the ball at her feet. Looking for some support. Looks to get it over to Michaela Walker. Played over, and Dorothy Roy has the ball. She was looking to free up Katie Vasconcelos. Shooting, showing some skills here. Puts the ball down in the corner. Peyton Rutherford had that ball deflected off of her. Youngman's in the mix here with Katie Houston, and we have a whistle, and we are going out. So Sunapee kick just down here in front of us on our side, on the camera side.
Big gust of wind coming through there.
Yeah, that was a chilly gust. I looked at the weather, and it said 60 degrees down here today, and I said, no, I'll bring the light coat.
Just in case, right?
Again, Rutherford.
Coming at us.
Ball coming at us. Good save there by executive producer Chad Fillion.
Saving the gear.
Saved the camera and saved all the rest of the gear with just a touch of his hand.
Well, I think I may have bent the thumb the wrong way, but we'll recover.
Well, that's why they give you two, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's one of my favorite sayings to my teams.
Yeah.
You know, they hurt something, their arm, their foot, and I always say, well, it's a good thing
Yeah.
you got another one.
Mine for the kids, my children at home, if they step on their foot, well, it's all right. You walk on the bottom. Yeah, that one hurt. I should punch the ball back
Yes, you
instead
gotta-
of try to catch it.
That's what they teach goalkeepers, too.
Yeah,
If you
punch
can't
it.
catch it, punch it.
Yep.
Shooting over into the middle. Wagstaff right there to clean that up.
That's a one bouncer.
Again, most of the action here, ball control, is from the Sunapee Lakers. Roughly 11 minutes left in this first half. Nice play there by Houston. Houston getting
great.
double teamed, still has the ball at her feet, looking for Walker. Oh, stolen by the Sunapee defender, Izzy Correa. Not liking that the numbers for Sunapee are not on the front and back.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wait until they turn around. And obviously, we're not as familiar with the Sunapee team as it. Oh, a shot on net. And
Oh,
it goes
wow.
in.
Was that Claire Toohey, number 2?
Let's see. When she turns her back, I can tell you.
Is it this one right here? Or is it was it Bryn Smith, number 8?
Don't believe it was Bren. I believe you were right.
I'm gonna give it to Toohey because she's the one that I saw, but that doesn't mean anything other than the fact.
We will
Yeah.
find out on replay and get you folks the exact
Yeah.
goal scorer's name on that. Anyway, what a good play to push the ball over in front of the goal mouth. Wagstaff kind of made a mistake on that, and Sunapee was there to clean it up and put it in the net. So Sunapee is up 1-0 here with just under 10 minutes to go in the first half. I had that being Sunapee's 14th shot on net. Sometimes you forget to mark that as a shot on net when it goes in.
Right.
Here comes Sunapee again, ball out front. Wagstaff again there to clean it up. Sunapee has got the momentum, and they're trying to keep it. Houston with the ball here out front, battling here with the Sunapee defender number 12, Jenna Karen. Izzy Correa all over the field for Sunapee. Got double and triple team there, but got a free kick out of it. Izzy playing the middle of the field for this Sunapee defense and offense. Taking the free kick is number 10, Bree Hulock. And a good kick right down the middle. Woodsville able to clear it out, looking for Youngman. Oh, Youngman misplayed it off her foot. Back to Toohey. Over to number 12, Jenna Karen. Brianna Youngman steals the ball off her foot and is in a foot race and is a little bit faster. Youngman still with the ball. Looking for Smith, back to Youngman.
Oh,
Players falling down left and right all over the place here. Ball cleaned out by the Sunapee defense. Maybe some slick conditions down there on the pitch. Certainly some players falling with no hand or feet action here.
Just lost the footing there.
Houston battling again with, and we have a push by number 4 of Sunapee, Amelia Slack. We have a kick, and it's going to be Taylor again taking this kick from the left side going in. Looking for Houston on the back post. We've got Michaela Walker there. You've got Paige Smith there right out front. Smith takes a shot, saved by Annalise Roll in the goal for Sunapee.
I got 5 shots at this point for Woodsville.
I'm right on track with you.
To the 15 for Sunapee, so outscoring them 3-1, or out shooting them 3-1.
Them. You know, in time of possession is something we don't track,
right?
But just we can track it in the back of our minds as we're watching the game here, and certainly the time of possession is Sunapee. Yeah,
70-30 easily. It is something we look to track, but it was just a little beyond our reach with our technical capability. So, but
you got to start somewhere,
we're trying.
And we'll get there someday.
We're working on it.
Ball again, looking for Smith out front, and she kind of falls down, and she's going to gain the whistle. All right, so Taylor a little bit closer. I would say she's about 25 yards out on the left side in front of the Sunapee goal. She looks to hit it. Back post. Again, Annalise Roll there to clean up the shot.
Nice shot by Courtney Taylor there, but like you said, Roll ready and waiting.
Yeah, Roll's been up to every challenge so far. Number 8, Brendan Smith, battling down there in the corner, and it looks like we're going to have a Sunapee throw in very deep in the corner.
It's number 4.
Number 4 for Sunapee.
Amelia Slack, throwing that in.
Up to Brianna Youngman. Now she's looking for Smith. Sunapee there, right there to take care of the ball. Three nice touches there. Shuden made a great touch over to Amelia Slack. Slack looking down in the corner for Smith. Shunned in all over Walker. Again, Youngman here. Well, it might have been a handball. Referee couldn't see. Youngman all over, battling, able to push the ball down. She's actually pushing it to herself. She's going to get on her horse and try to get there. Ball cleaned up by the Sunapee defense. Here's Smith for Sunapee. Looks to switch the fields. And number 7 for Woodsville, Abigail Crocker over there to clean it up. Again, nice transition. And here we have Brianna Youngman going at the goal. And she's hit right at the goal mouth. No whistle. And a save by Annalise Roll.
That's a tough opportunity.
That's
going for the bowl. Though.
Yeah, absolutely. Woodsville's best opportunity of the afternoon so far.
Bit of a breakaway.
Smith battling with the defender here. And Rutherford over there to make sure she wasn't able to clean that up. And it's going to be a Woodsville throw. Again, roughly 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Throw up to Katie Houston. Number 14, Chloe Leslie, able to clean that up out of the backfield for Sunapee. Far side, Claire Toohey puts that ball across, looking for Smith out front.
Another missed opportunity for the Lakers.
Amelia Slack battling over here with Michaela Walker. Michaela Walker's usually a forward, and she probably still is, but she is running all over the field to help play defense. We have a sub, Dorothy Roy coming in for Paige Smith, I believe. Good strategy by Coach Lang, getting Smith out with about 4 minutes left. Gives her that extra 4 minutes to take a break throughout the half. Blasted from number 19 there.
Into the top section of the safety net.
Excuse me, number 15. That's Izzy Correa, of course. She's got a foot on her for a little, for a shorter
Yep.
athlete.
Yeah. Junior captain Izzy Correa, so we'll be seeing her next year, hopefully, leading this team of about 7
Sure,
juniors
you know.
coming back. So,
And she, leading the team with the 5 seniors.
Yeah.
Only one captain on this team, and Izzy seems to be the leader. Woodsville throw on the far side. Number 7, Abigail Crocker will take this throw in. Looking for Walker up that wing, and Roy. Now Roy's got the ball. Dorothy Roy's got the ball in her hands. Looking up. Back to Rutherford, plays the ball off. Ooh, and cleaned up by the Sunapee defender. Looking out front for Bree Smith. Smith still battling for the ball out front for Sunapee. Here comes shooting. Takes a shot just off the left side there. I mean, not shooting, excuse me. That was number 14. Chloe Leslie.
great job by the Woodsville defenders to mix that up on them, taking the opportunity away from the Lakers.
The clock has stopped here at Sunapee Field in Sunapee, New Hampshire. 2 minutes left, or under 2 minutes.
Yeah, we got an unofficial 1:15 or so. But again, we don't have all the official timekeeping. We leave it to the refs on the field.
Yep, and we just try to be as close as we can. And, you know, every whistle, the clock is supposed to stop. So the seconds that are made up in that time are extra play. Looks like there's going to be a throw-in for Sunapee on the far side out front. Cleaned up by Woodsville. Kept in by Izzy Correa. Claire Toohey battling up there in the front. Toohey puts the ball in front. Ooh, nobody there to clean up for Sunapee, but a great ball by Toohey. Well-placed ball across the front of the goal mouth by Toohey there. Number 4, Amelia Slack couldn't get there. Nor with number 8, Bryn Smith.
Final seconds here, the first half. Sunapee ahead 1-0 over Woodsville.
Sunapee with a nice little 1-2 give and go here. Back, but the Sunapee offender did not make the run. Out to clean that up is Wagstaff. Nice kick by Wagstaff over half field. Again, Paige Smith up front there for Woodsville with Dorothy Roy. Here's both of them. Here's Roy's got the ball at her feet. Trying to cross it to Katie Houston there. And there's our half. All right, everybody. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back at you for some halftime stats. Come right back.
What does joy look like? At Santa's Village, it looks a lot like this. Visit a world of pure joy that's closer than you think. Where it's always the season for smiles, for laughs, for family, for reindeer roller coasters and cookies. For a day packed with so much fun, you'll know exactly what joy looks like. Santa's Village, pure joy, family style.
Just like you means when I walk into the bank, I feel like home. I feel like this is home.
It's a family. It's just small like me, but it's good like me. just like you, I know I have the support of the bank, and my clients have the support of the bank. And to me, that just has extreme value.
Hi there, I'm Chuck Lloyd, president at White Mountains Community College, just talking to you a little bit about our college. We've been here since 1965. We've got 3 locations in Berlin, Littleton, and North Conway, and we're also online. We have a lot of technical programs, and we have a lot of online, remote, synchronous, asynchronous, whatever works best for your schedule. We are the only higher ed institution in New Hampshire above the notches. And what that means for us is we've got to be all things to all people. And we aim to try to do that by responding to workforce needs, industry and business, and partner locally with the needs of our communities. We could not be more excited to host new students coming in January.
Covering you at home, at work, and at play, George M. Stevens Insurance is the only local agency to offer personal and commercial insurance, as well as health, life, and financial services. With offices throughout the North Country, we service your complete insurance needs. As a trusted choice insurance agency, we research coverage options from the nation's top companies to ensure that your policy works for you. George M. Stevens Insurance, protecting New Hampshire and Vermont since 1882.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Flume Stream Entertainment Network. We're down in lovely Sunapee, New Hampshire today for the Division IV matchup of the Sunapee Lakers versus the Woodsville Engineers. Our halftime show today is brought to you by Santa's Village. Find your inner elf at Santa's Village, the Christmas-themed amusement park in Jefferson, New Hampshire. Pure joy, family style. Looking to go to Santa's Village? I know they have one more weekend available of their Halloween-themed for the month of October, and then they will open up again for
I heard
Christmas.
they're going to put some Christmas decorations up at Santa's Village. That's my wife's joke. I think they got Christmas decorations going up. So
there was a time when I did hear the total amount of lights.
Oh yeah.
Gary Jeunesse was telling me one time. I don't remember what it was. It was in the millions of lights.
Plenty of commas in that count.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Lots of zeros.
Everyone, welcome back here. Halftime show here with Brent and Chad. We'll go over a couple of stats here. Obviously, Sunapee is definitely taking control of the game thus far. They've only put one in.
Yeah.
If I'm Coach Sarah Lang, I'm counting my lucky stars that they only put one in.
You got a big pat on the back to Eliza Wagstaff.
Wagstaff there, yeah, absolutely.
I got 17 saves from those 18 shots from Sunapee. The one that did go in, we have not clarified. I have it scored to Claire Toohey. But yeah, it's been an impressive opportunity for Eliza to really prove herself in that net. Not that she hasn't proven herself all season long and previous years before, but when a game like this on the line with so much happening and that much is coming at you, that's great stuff from her.
No, absolutely, Chad. And, I'm sure Coach Lang is talking to her defenders and trying to figure out a scheme. Obviously, Sunapee let some of those shots go from 30 and 40 yards out, obviously in their game plan, but they've also had some opportunities right in front of the keeper, right in front of Wagstaff, that Wagstaff's been able to kind of sneak in and take that away before something big happens.
And a shout out to, I think it was Rutherford playing on that backfield as
Absolutely.
well to get in there when perhaps Wagstaff was just off of step or whatnot, but playing in there to help keep that zone taken care of. So looking at the scoring for Sunapee, I've got Bryn Smith with 6, Sophie Burke with 2, Elizabeth Schuden with 5, Claire Toohey with the single goal, again, not officially. That's what we've scored it because we couldn't see the numbers, with 3 shots. And then junior captain Izzy Correa with 1, Chloe Leslie with 1. Then over on Woodsville side, I've got 2 for Paige Smith, 4 for Courtney Taylor, and 1 for Brianna Youngman. So definitely a controlled game from Sunapee's side, both with time of possession. What we were saying, probably like 70-30.
70-30, yeah.
So hopefully they can change the tides here. Maybe Coach Lang is over there giving a little pep talk about, where they're sitting, what this game could mean for the postseason, and just lighting a little bit of a fire because they're not any ways out of it. And the last time these two teams faced, it was a 3-0 loss for Woodsville. And short of some magic happening on Sunapee's side, they're right in this game for Woodsville right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Chad. And, time of possession in a soccer game, it shows you something, but it really doesn't mean a lot.
Oh, you're right.
It could be 90-10, and that 10, we put in a goal, and then this game's tied.
Yep.
That's how quick things happen in soccer. Coach Cooney on the other side is probably telling his team to do much more of what they did in the first half. Keep attacking the net and keep putting shots on her and keep going after the ball. That one goal that was scored was a ball that went between Wagstaff's fingers or hands out there in front.
Yep.
And obviously if the Sunapee Toohey's not there, she doesn't score.
Yeah, nothing that was a huge, unbelievable shot from the wide in an off corner or, no, I don't know, do they call them 5 holes here? I know hockey they do.
Yeah.
So nothing that's, top shelf, any of that. I mean, the one that went in was a nice shot, and it just happened to get by. It wasn't like it was total caught off guard for Eliza Wagstaff. So clearly, totally still in this game for Woodsville and the Engineers, and they're ready to make something happen.
Yeah, it looks like we're ready to start the second half. The Engineers are on the field. They're all prepped and ready to go. Coach Lang's got them excited about this second half. They're in a group huddle out there, probably some leaders out there, trying to light some fires under some people's.
Yeah, and maybe literally trying to keep warm, light some
That's,
fires.
yeah,
We were talking
too.
a little about Santa's Village, and it's feeling a little Christmassy out here with that cold breeze. Like you said, we were saying it was supposed to be around 60. I do have 52 on my
I will tell you this, leaving the North Country today, it was not as chilly as it is here.
Yeah.
And I was expecting vice versa.
Right.
Usually it's a treat to come out of the North Country through the notch, let your ears pop, and come down here and get a little bit warmer. But we're on the other side of that today, and that's okay.
But I guess everybody has to have that opportunity, right, to get a little of that North Country breeze.
Woodsville starting the second half with the ball. Taylor looking up front, looking up for Youngman and Smith. Woodsville throwing on the far side. Looking for Katie Houston over there on the front. Courtney Taylor in there in the mix. Here comes Sunapee. Looks like Schuden coming down the side. Still ball with the ball still at her feet. And just lost control right at the last second there for an Engineer goal kick.
Coming up after this game, we're going to have the boys matchup for Woodsville and Sunapee under the lights.
Yeah, we hadn't mentioned that.
Yeah, we double header here today down in Sunapee. And
I'm sure very excited, and I'm sure by 7:30 we might have icicles on our beards, but that's why we grow them.
Yeah, that's right. beards to keep us warm. I know in between games I'm going to go and get a third layer from the pan.
Yeah, I'm going to find a rest stop probably. Ball's played through. Houston coming through. Oh, and we've got nothing there. No whistle. Houston's still down on the field. She's slowly getting up. And she looks like she's okay. Oh, we do have a whistle. Must have been from the FAR official. Official up front said we got nothing. And we do have a kick. And again, Courtney Taylor, who's taken, I would say, 100% of all the free kicks from Woodsville this afternoon. Looking for Walker and Roy and Paige Smith over here, but she goes to the near side looking for Houston. Sunapee's able to break that up. Here comes Elizabeth shooting again. All over the field, still with the ball at her feet. Looks to make a pass out wide. Over to number 4, Amelia Slack. Got Slack and Bryn Smith over there in the corner for Sunapee, battling. Oh, no, that's Tui, excuse me. That's Claire Tui over there in the corner. Smith was out front waiting for a cross. She was ready to score a goal. Goal kick for Woodsville, and Rutherford taking this kick again. Brianna Youngman over to Houston, back to Youngman. Nice little give and go there. Youngman looking up for Dorothy Roy. Broken up by the Sunapee defender, number 24, Miranda Anderson. Oh, we have a whistle. Ooh, a throw-in violation.
Interesting.
Sunapee throw. Threw it up to Tui. Tui turns. Ball's still in play. Rutherford up the wing. Looks like the ball was off Sunapee. Youngman making a throw-in, looking for Dorothy Roy down the wing. Roy battling over there with number 10 from Sunapee, Bree Hulock. Now we got Izzy Correa over the ball, out of bounds. Youngman throws it in, looking for Roy. Again, cleared out and out of play by the Sunapee defense. Woodsville's got a little extra pep in their step here so far at the beginning of the second half. Dorothy Roy looking for Walker. Oh, and out comes Anna Lee Roll to make our first save of the second half. First shot of the second half was by the Woodsville Engineers. Elizabeth shooting in the middle, again showcasing her ball skills. Up to number 4, Amelia Slack, crosses, and Wagstaff there to clean that ball up before it got through. First shot of the second half for the Sunapee Lakers.
It's a nice opportunity there. Again, Wagstaff doing what she does best.
Wagstaff there. Almost every time the bell rings. Ooh, ball played in the middle. There's a missed kick there by the Engineers. They are able to get out of that little bit of trouble. Tui plays the ball back in. Again, cleared out. Both backs today are number 10 on both teams. Bree Hulock coming out of the backfield for Sunapee there. That's a great ball into the corner, a little bit too far and out of bounds. We have a Woodsville goal kick. And our first sub of the second half will be a Woodsville substitute. Looks like Katie Houston's coming out. I'm not quite sure who's coming in. Is that number 11?
It's hard to tell.
Gabby Keyser?
Yep, I might see 11 in now.
Official yelling across the field. I think he was telling, they tried to move the ball to the other side of the goal box, and he said once you put it down, it has to stay there. So the kick has to come from where you originally put it down.
It's interesting.
Sunapee crossing the ball. Wagstaff up there, off her fingers, able to make the save. second shot and is in many attempts here for Sunapee. Again, they're trying to keep the ball up in the air, and Wagstaff is not having any issues with the wind so far. That's a great play up there. Paige Smith looking for Michaela Walker. Looks like we have a yellow throw. Sunapee ball. Throwing down. Shooting coming through there. Woodsville throwing the ball into the middle of the field. Paige Smith shooting there. Takes the ball right off her foot. Looking for Bryn Smith up the left wing. Again, there's Rutherford there, able to help out and clean up that. And here we go with shooting with the ball. Looking to go back to shooting from Izzy Correa. Izzy Correa still with the ball. Izzy still working. Still
Great
working with the ball.
footwork.
Great defense there by number 7, Abigail Crocker for Woodsville. Going to have a throw in here for Sunapee. Number 14, Chloe Leslie. Looking for Bryn Smith. Up to Tui. Tui's working hard there. Woodsville able to clean that ball out.
And there's Sunapee again to keep it back on that other side of the.
Sunapee right there. Amelia Slack able to pick that up. Trying to push it down into the corner to Tui. Off a Woodsville defender. Here's Tui with the throw. Whoop. She faked me out. Tui with the throw. Again, looking for Slack. Back to Tui. To Smith, who one times it. Oh, and Wagstaff able to make the save.
Great job in the corner there.
That was a great one touch there by Bryn Smith.
Looked like it may have gone on the outside, but no stop of effort there on Elizabeth Wagstaff to make sure that she was, Eliza Wagstaff.
Dorothy Roy pushing the ball up to herself. She's able to get back to the ball. Still got the ball at her feet, turning. Puts the ball in the middle. Cleared out there by number 4, or number 14, Chloe Leslie. Roy over the top. Looks like Izzy Correa down there in the corner. And we're going to have another Woodsville throw-in. Dorothy Roy. Looking for Paige Smith. Back to Roy. Roy crosses the ball over into the front. Oh, Courtney Taylor just missed a header, and the ball's off the post. Oh,
Did they call it?
does it
Yeah,
look
they
like
called
a goal?
it. Yes.
It's a goal.
That was Courtney Taylor, number 36 with that score there. Wow. Just off that top
Oh,
post.
I can't wait to see a replay on that, Chad.
That was huge.
So we have a 1-1 game here
Yes,
with
we
30
do.
minutes left.
We wouldn't want it any other way with a game like this.
1-1, 30 minutes left. The equalizer coming off the foot of, are we saying that was Courtney Taylor?
Yeah, I believe that was number 36, senior Courtney Taylor. But again, some of these things, they happen so fast on this side of the field. Is that Courtney scored? Oh, okay. Coach Matt Taylor watching the sidelines says
So
that
he
he
thinks
believes it was either Paige or Brianna.
It's Brianna Youngman or Paige Smith.
Yeah.
We're not quite sure.
If our theory bodes right, we believe that Courtney Taylor, his daughter, he would know if she scored.
Yes, absolutely. Nice play by Shooten. Up to Tui. Tui takes a shot and it
Wow.
goes in. That was quick. We're
Yep.
talking within a minute here. Sunapee comes back.
And that was shooting on that one?
No, that was Tui that put the ball
Oh, okay,
home.
yep. So number 2, Tui, and
Shunden with a beautiful pass down the right wing.
yep. So clear Tui, number 2, sophomore. And like I said, uncertain of who scored the first one, so that's crediting her too with the both goals.
Well, a minute later, here we are at 2-1. And Woodsville looking to go back down the field. Here's Michaela Walker, cleaned out by Izzy Correa.
And this is what we talked about in the half. At any moment, it can turn.
Absolutely.
And then turn again.
Yeah. Michaela Walker down in the right-hand corner battling with some defenders. It looks like we are going to have a push. And another direct kick And here we go with Courtney Taylor coming over the ball. Just outside the 18 on the right side of the box going in. Ooh, great ball. Courtney Taylor to the back post. Nobody there for Woodsville. The ball's chipped up and in, and we got another one. We've got another one.
That was incredible. I have that as, was that Abigail Croker, number 7?
Wow, the celebrations are so fast and futile. I think that's Smith.
Maybe it was.
I think that was Smith.
Yeah, number 10.
Or number
Kate
29.
Rutherford.
No, number
Or
29.
29, okay.
So here we are, 3 minutes between the last 3 goals, and we have a 2-2 game. Sunapee with the ball down in the corner. Played back out front.
And how does Sunapee respond?
Youngman with the ball at her feet, looking for Roy. A little far too out in front. And there's number 10, Bree Hulock, cleaning it up for Sunapee. Dorothy Roy looking down the corner for Michaela Walker. Izzy Correa there. Again, another throw here. Here's Dorothy Roy. Woodsville's feeling the intensity of this game, and they're pushing hard right now.
Yep.
As is Sunapee. Both teams, Sunapee ball out of bounds, and it looks like we'll have a Woodsville throw.
But it's even up. 2-2.
Even Steven, 2-2-2 on the board. Unofficially, 27 minutes left. Just over 27 minutes. Wow, what futile action we've had here in the last 5 minutes. This is fun. Longer throw there for Woodsville. Ooh, bounced up and over. Izzy Correa able to stay there. Ball stayed on her feet, looking for shooting. Played cleared. Ball goes over. Bree Hulock. Michaela Walker takes the ball off her foot, takes a shot. Just over the net. Woodsville is definitely feeling it right now. Sunapee's kind of back on their heels a little bit here, which I'm sure will change here. Give it a second. It's like the weather in the North Country.
Much different game as far as for scoring opportunities on Woodsville in this half here.
Oh, absolutely, Chad. You know, they're taking advantage of those opportunities and getting really good looks at the net. Played all the way back to Rutherford. Rutherford's able to clear it out. Ball stayed inbounds. Good hustle there by number 11. Is that my Katie Vasconcelos? Oh, no, excuse me. That's Gabby Keyser.
Yeah, I have number 2 as Katie Vasconcelos.
Well, yep.
Yep.
Sorry about that, girls.
It's an opportunity to pronounce the last name correct again.
Yeah, and I got it right.
Yeah,
so.
yes, you did.
All right. So we have a Woodsville or Sunapee throw-in right about at half field. Amelia Slack going to take this throw. Looking for Tui down the wing. Now Tui picks it up. Tui will make this throw. Looking for Shuden down the wing. Shuden's unable to keep the ball at her feet, and we have a Woodsville throw. 25 minutes left in this match. 2-2. We might have 2 games under the lights. We might get some extra soccer here. You never know. There's a lot of time left, though. Sunapee throw. Way down in the right corner. Long throw, looking for Shuden. Shuden back to Tui. Tui puts the ball across. Courtney Taylor right there. Izzy Correa right there. Picks it up. Deflected by Taylor. Punch back in. Here comes Katie Houston. Ooh, she tried to just made a little bit not hard enough of a pass there to get it up to Walker. Ooh. Official pointed one way and then he went the other. We are going to have a direct kick for Sunapee, 30 yards away from Wagstaff. Wagstaff directing traffic, making sure everybody's marked over there. Shooting over the ball. And here she is with her kick, going right after it. Right at Wagstaff. Wagstaff's able to keep that. And the kick by Wagstaff. And a good one. All the way over. 2 bounces. And here comes Youngman turning on the speed. Back to Paige Smith. She's looking on the corner. Ooh, and here we go. Annalise Roll able to come up and cut that off before anything was going to happen there. Nice kick by Annalise. Excuse me. Looking for Bryn Smith. Looking for Tui on the outside. Here comes Tui, the ball at her feet. She's got the ball by herself. So Tui puts it across, and there is Wagstaff again. Wagstaff cutting all these opportunities off for Sunapee. Nothing real golden for Sunapee except that goal so far this half. Youngman playing the ball out to Keyser. And a Sunapee throw. Tui with the ball at her feet again. Again going down into that corner is Rutherford Rutherford's over there, able to take the ball off of Tui's feet. Tui still working. Got kind of a battle there. Tui with the ball crosses off of Wagstaff.
Ooh,
she's able to clean it up. Momentum has shifted back into Sunapee's favor for the moment. Again, another great kick by Wagstaff. Over half field, and we have another push or trip. But either way, Courtney Roy over the ball. Direct kick just over half for the Engineers. She's going to go to the near side, and she's looking for Walker. There's Annalise Roll again. Shots are more even this half. I've got 6 for Sunapee, 5 for Woodsville. No corners, but lots of fouls, and I'm not keeping track of that. Courtney Taylor with the ball at her feet, looking outside. Nobody on her team there, so it'll be a Sunapee throw. Tui with the ball, unable to keep it in play, and we will have a Woodsville throw. "59 minutes gone in this game so far. We're looking at just over 20 minutes. Here's Smith. She's looking for Houston out here. She puts the ball through. Here comes Houston. Annalise is coming up. She's way out, and it cut that off. That's a well done by the keeper there. Annalise Roll. Cutting that off before anything could happen. Up here to Sophie Burke, who I called Bork a couple times. Sorry, Sophie. To Shuden. Shuden looking to keep the ball at her feet. She takes a shot.
Ooh,
just wide of the net. And it looks like we will have a goal kick. Oh, is it a goal kick? Yes, it is. All right, Woodsville with the ball. It's a new defender in back there for Woodsville. I can't quite see her number. So far away from me. Ooh, here comes Michaela Walker. Oh, almost ran through that one again. But Bree Hulock able to stay strong-footed and keep the ball at her feet. Shooting looking for Bree Smith up front. Back to Courtney Taylor, excuse me. Over to Houston. Houston touches it through. She's looking. Oh, great defense there.
Keep it right in front of them.
Again, that's by the captain, Izzy Correa, coming through with a great defense there. Bryn Smith in the corner, crosses out front. Cleaned up by that Woodsville defender that I can't see her number. I can see her cleats. They're nice and bright. Shooting with a left foot. Deflected by Rutherford. Out by Taylor. The Engineers are making mistakes here. 3 times in a row, they've put the ball back into the middle out of their defense, and that is a no-no. But they were able to survive, and now we have a Woodsville throw. Throwing up to Walker. Bree Hulock there, able to take that. Over to number 4, Amelia Slack. Looking for Tui down in the corner. Tui just deflected the ball. The ball is still in play. Now it's out. And we are going to have a Woodsville throw. What number is she? She 35 for Woodsville? Yeah, Natalie Therian. I believe I got you, Natalie, there. You're so far away from me, I can't see your number, but I believe it's 35 Natalie Therian for Woodsville, who is a new defender over there on that left side. Not sure if we have an injury or...
It's those icicles.
We're still deadlocked here at Sunapee Field in Sunapee, New Hampshire. 2-2, Woodsville Engineers and the Sunapee Lakers. In our first of a double header today, we're doing the girls and the boys, and this is the girls matchup. Couldn't ask for anything more. Starting to get a little bit colder as the sun's going down here on the field. Lights will come on here pretty soon, I'm sure. Excited to be doing a game under the lights, you know.
Yeah.
It's fun for the kids. It's fun for the coaches. It's fun for the announcers. It's fun for the whole production. 14 Sunapee is Chloe Leslie, who's played a great game on this left defensive side for Sunapee. Looking for Bree Smith up front. Bree comes from behind. No call. That is strange. Here comes Paige Smith for Woodsville, looking up the wing for Michaela Walker. Michaela Walker's putting on her speed. Back here to clean it up and just take the pressure off is Bree Hulock for Sunapee. Bree's been able to do that numerous times this afternoon. Again, looking for Walker. Houston to Walker. Walker's got the ball at her feet. Back to Houston. Back to Walker down in the corner. Can Walker keep it in? Yes, she does. Ball still, and Houston comes in to pick it off. Houston puts it out into the middle. Here's Courtney Taylor. She takes a shot. Cleaned up by Annalise Roll. Been a little while since Woodsville had any action up here.
I was just going to say that was a good rally by Woodsville to kind of pick things up on their end.
Take over some of that, a little bit of that momentum that Sunapee's garnered here in the last 7 or 8 minutes or so. Unofficially, we're at about 16 minutes left in this game. And again, we're deadlocked at 2. Sunapee throwing at half field. Up to Tui. Ooh, Tui makes a nice blast at our official over there. He's unable to catch it. Hits him right in the midsection.
I probably wouldn't catch it either.
Yeah, officials take abuse sometimes. I know my son took my gloves out of my car the other day to go to his golf match. Here's shooting. Looking for Smith. She makes a square ball up front. Smith with a little handsy. Yeah, she was a little handsy there. That's okay, though. Part of the game there. Looks like Courtney Taylor's going to take the kick from the backfield. Sure, this game's going to be a tightly called contest here the last 15 minutes. 2-2. Lots of implications on the line here. The 2 seed, the 3 seed, the 4 seed. For all that matters, they could move up to the 1 seed. I'm not sure.
Right, yeah. Both teams have one game on Friday, Colebrook and Newmarket. Woodsville's playing Colebrook on the road. Sunapee's hosting Newmarket.
Yeah, Newmarket is undefeated so far, so that spot's theirs until someone beats them. Woodsville throw-in. Number 35, Natalie Therian. Hey, all of today's replays are brought to you by Woodsville Guarantee Savings Bank, where they celebrate everything that makes people unique and the same, especially when it comes to banking. Woodsville Guarantee Savings Bank, just like you, member FDIC. Ball's out of play here. We're going to have a Woodsville throw on the far side. And here's Tharian picking up the ball. Looking for a substitute number 12 for Woodsville. Riley Chase. First time we've said her name this afternoon. There's Keyser. Oh, Smith's all alone. Smith's all alone. Oh, and she just missed it. What a great run there by Woodsville. Great pass up the wing. Another great opportunity for the Engineers. And Elise is going to take her own goal kick here. With Sophie Burke deflected off of Houston there. Chloe Leslie's going to take this throw in for Sunapee after the substitution. Number 12 for Sunapee, Jenna Karen coming off for number 11, who is Calla Baker. Here comes another sub. Looks like Houston going to get a break. And number 6 coming in for Houston.
Yeah,
Lauren Hatch. Looking for Youngman down the wing. Headed up by Leslie. Youngman walks right through, gets the ball at her feet. There's Smith. Over to number 17 for Woodsville. Allie Rowe. Actually, Allie, let me get that right because I saw Coach Lang, who Allie Rao.
Oh, right. Oh,
Another
scoop by
save.
Wagstaff.
Wagstaff there. Great play. Bree Smith with that attempt from the left side. Didn't really have a good angle, but you know, she put plenty on the ball. Again, there's Youngman. Up there with Allie Rao. Shinden clears that one out. Sunapee able to get the ball up. Tui's got the ball. Tui looking up for Bryn Smith. Ball off of an Engineer. Bryn Smith's got the ball, throws in, looking for Shuden. Shuden with the ball at her feet. Coming back this way. Just a little too far out. There's Izzy Correa.
Just over 10 minutes left unofficially in this game.
Sophie Burke. Another ball crossed. Oh, it bounces through. Oh! Who was that there? That was number 4. That is number 4 for Sunapee coming through. Amelia Slack almost putting one in the back of the net.
I was just about to say that just about 10 minutes left in this game. Something's going to have to happen. And just as I start that, it almost happened. But
kind of a miscommunication there on the back end of the Woodsville defense.
Leaving that opening,
Yeah, Wagstaff, I think, thought one of her players was going to clean that up, and they did not. Ball's played down into the corner to Bryn Smith again. Smith with the ball at her feet. Looking to make a turn. She's able to get out of there. Puts a ball near post. Saved by Wagstaff. Bryn Smith doing a lot of work here down front for the Sunapee Lakers.
I got that as her 9th shot on net.
Certainly very active, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Chloe Leslie here with the throw-in for Sunapee after the substitutions. Again, as Chad said, we are under 10 minutes in this game. 2-2. Who is going to break through here?
With the Lakers out shooting almost 2-1 or over 2-1, you know that one of these is going to be the playmaker. But
you know, and you're right. This half is a tale of two halves. I mean, we're even. Woodsville's right with them. I have both teams unofficially with 8 shots.
Right.
There's Roy with the ball, looking to dump it up over the middle, and keeper's way out. Keeper is way out. Here comes Youngman, and the keeper plays the ball back to herself. I'm not sure that was quite legal. Did she play that ball with her feet?
I trying to catch up with it. It looked like, Rutherford was right there.
Oh, and
at
it
the
looks
same
like
time. So.
Annalise has hurt herself. She's holding her right leg back there.
They tweaked it. It's, with the cold weather coming in like that, they're working out. They take that halftime. Take that halftime break. You worry about cramping and stiffening up.
Sure, absolutely.
Rolling an ankle or pulling a hamstring or something. But
Courtney Taylor, another foul on the Sunapee Lakers. Here's a kick for Woodsville, 35, 40 yards out. She's asking for 10, so the official will come up and make sure they are at least 10 yards.
she actually gave him a few feet.
Courtney Taylor looking to put the ball over the back post. Keeper right there. Oh, ball is coming back. She had to wait for a whistle.
Oh.
They are going to get to reset this.
Yeah, it's all live.
Courtney Taylor with the ball. Kick is saved by Annalise Roll. All there right again. Woodsville with their ninth shot.
We had a Sunapee officer, so the law come over. I think he wondered if we had PA to the field, so we had to pause for a second while speaking to the officer.
Must have a car that's probably
Yeah.
illegally parked, and it's probably me. So we're better off not knowing.
Right. Until we see the yellow lights flashing.
Yeah, that's right.
Towing it out of here.
I was actually able to park close to the school. I saw a spot.
Nice.
But, my car with a Vermont plate, out of place.
Who dat?
Who's that? All right, just over 6 minutes remaining in the second half. Tui up the wing. Sunapee's able to put the ball back in the middle. Smith's over there to collect it. She's going to try to turn and let one go, and she does, and it's just wide right. Action up and down the field here this afternoon. We are still deadlocked at 2.
No shortage of energy, steam, or momentum from either side either. Like you said, tale of two halves with Woodsville really laying it on heavy to even the score out.
Oh, absolutely, Chad. They're playing a way better second half than they did in the first.
And that succession of scores, it just literally was a 1-2-3 ping pong.
I think we had all 3 goals within 3 minutes.
Easily. Just enough time to set, send it in, set again, send it in. But here we are, closing in on the final 5. Sun is no longer a factor. Wind and cold, perhaps.
Perhaps. Smith with the ball back to Taylor. Taylor's looking for Walker. Walker's got some speed. She's got a step on her. Walker's able to clean the ball up. She pushed it to the back post, and there she is again. Annalise Roll they're able to corral that shot.
And it looked like just a little off step on that boot. Had she squared up and centered it, you have to wonder if you take that extra step, what it does. A little bit more meat on that, it could have lifted it up a bit and gone in, but that's a conversation I shoulda, woulda, right?
Absolutely. Woodsville throwing on the far side, yeah. Matt and I like to talk about that a lot, composure, being composed when you have the ball at your feet. And
absolutely.
Not trying to rush yourself, and don't think too far ahead of yourself. Do what you can do. Ooh, looking for Roy up front there. Houston back in the game. There goes shooting. She's able to just clearly get out in front of everybody. She's got space and time in front of her. Lets a shot go. Ooh, and it beats her.
It does.
It beats Wagstaff just to the near side. Shooting from about 35 yards out. Puts the Sunapee Lakers in the lead, 3-2.
19, Elizabeth Shuden, senior.
Well, if the rest of this half tells us anything, we might have some action here.
Yep.
Sunapee 3-2 with 5 minutes remaining. The clock is stopped, so we're under 5, and the time is kept on the field. Ooh, we have a kind of a collision. No whistle. Everybody back on their feet. No worse the wear. Tui able to go through that. Shooting with the ball.
That was a play that started on the
Oh,
other
here we
half of
go.
the
Here's
field.
Roy. Oh, just a little bit too far out in front of our Annalise right there to collect that.
Big play opportunity there by Dorothy Roy, number
Yes.
15, yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately, too little, too late, unfortunately. But
Again, you know, that shot from shooting, that might have skipped.
Yep.
I'm not sure of the field conditions down there. It certainly is cold, dewy. Condensation could be on the field.
but we read that all the way back here as she's coming in. She had that gas. She had the momentum, the legs, pulled away from the defenders, and then nice shot. Unfortunately, just skipped past Wagstaff for the go-ahead goal for Sunapee.
And you know, and I got to say this too. Where's the rest of the Woodsville defense there? You got to step up. You got to stop the ball first.
That's a tough one.
Sunapee with the throw in. Looking down in the corner for Bryn Smith. She's got the ball throwing, looking for Tui. Ball's thrown into Tui. Tui looks like Therian over there for Woodsville, able to keep it. And Smith still got the ball. Smith's corner kick. Our first corner of the second half goes to Sunapee.
About 2 minutes on our clock. Field stopped at 5.
Again, we are at 3-2. Sunapee leading Woodsville. Producer Chad Fillion says we're on about under 2 minutes, unofficially. Ball's played in. Wagstaff's able to corral that again. Wagstaff's done a great job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing can be blamed on her today.
Traditionally, our post-game, we've been adding in the new post-game show with the coaches. But with the doubleheader that we have on deck, we're probably not going to get the time to get out there and talk to the coaches to get our pregame ready for boys. But we will have AD Tom Fredericks joining us in the halftime of the boys' game. So be sure to tune in for that. Unbelievable matchup here with the Lakers against the Engineers. The exact game that we were looking for, definitely.
No doubt. This is a game. It is what it was expected to be. Certainly wasn't. I wasn't expecting another 3-0 game.
No. A little unfortunate for the Engineers with a minute left here, looking like they may be going home with a loss.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how that shakes up playoff-wise, and for the Engineers, if they're going to maintain a top 4 spot or not.
Probably will be predicated on the Colbert performance.
Sure.
On Friday.
Yeah, they have another game, and and it'll be predicated on a couple other teams. And I'm sure they have a couple games left. And
I had a chuckle chatting with Matt Taylor, coach of the boys team, and he was reading me the positionings of the 4 or 5 other teams. This one needs to lose, and this one needs to win.
Exactly.
We need to win here. And, I mean, they go so far into the chess match, as you will, to see what their seeding might be. And it's unfortunate that Woodsville is going to have a loss here to count against what they were hoping for positioning in the playoffs. But we will see them postseason.
And I've got a feeling, Chad, that these two teams will meet again down the road here.
Yep.
In a week or two. Certainly going to be the top of the Division 4 standings. These two teams here with Newmarket. Shot from way out. Yeah. That was shooting again way out. And you got to think that's Coach Cooney's plan today is just get shots.
Time has officially expired on our clock. We know that they kept it on the field at 5. So we're literally in the final moments here.
To Tui. Back to Smith. Smith still got the ball at her feet. Goes by Therian. Puts the ball across the middle of the Tui. Tui's right there. Ball's down. And that is the game. Wow. I'm not quite sure what happened there with the Woodsville defender. Whether she slipped in front of the keeper because Wagstaff was blind to that.
Good luck, Coach. Coach Matt Taylor giving us a fist bump before he heads out to the field. So that's it for this one. Looks like there's a game ahead of us with the boys. We're going to close out of this one and join you again, Brent, you want to close us out of this one and we'll call it a day?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in this afternoon. Just want to give out a couple thank yous to some advertisers who made today's production possible. Jeff and Keith over at George M. Stevens & Sons, Christine at White Mountains Community College, Jan at Woodsville Guarantee Savings Bank, Jim at Santa's Village, and all of our other regional supporters, and of course you, our viewers. Couple shout outs to our producer Adam Noyes today. On stats is Chad Fillion and my partner, Keegan Fillion on the camera, and May Detro Maison on the camera. And we will be right back for our pregame for game number 2. Thanks, everybody, and stay tuned.